Oregon and Washington are on fire, and 2026 is now officially the worst wildfire year for both states since at least the year 2000. We're talking over 2 million acres burned across just those two states alone, and a dangerous new weather threat arrives this weekend. A major dry cold front confirmed today by NIFC is tracking into the inland northwest with wind gusts expected to hit 50 miles per hour Saturday night. 50-mile-per-hour gusts, 10 to 20% humidity, near 100-degree temperatures. That is the combination firefighters call a worst-case scenario. So let's get right into it. The 31st of July, 2026, National Preparedness Level 5, the maximum possible. Here's what you need to know. The National Interagency Fire Center's Morning Situation Report released today at 7:30 Mountain Time confirms the following numbers. 87 large fires are uncontained and actively burning across the country right now. 7 new large incidents were reported just yesterday. 4.8 million acres have burned in the United States so far. In 2026, 133% of the 10-year average for this date. Only 3 fires were fully contained in the last 24 hours. 3 out of 87. The fire community is stretched to its absolute limit. 26,675 firefighters and support personnel are engaged nationwide, 566 crews, 1,599 engines, 195 helicopters. Oregon is the epicenter of this national crisis. 30 large fires are actively burning in a single state, more than 1/3 of all large fires burning in the entire country. The bench fire is the most dramatic development in the NIFC report today. It has grown to 65,130 acres and is now 32% contained. That is a massive jump from yesterday. The fire grew nearly 20,000 acres overnight. It is located 4 miles south of Warm Springs in central Oregon. The NIFC report describes the bench fire as having active fire behavior with short crown runs, group torching, and long-range spotting. Numerous residences and energy infrastructure are threatened. Evacuations, area, road, and trail closures remain in effect around the bench fire. The Confederated Tribes of Warm Springs declared a state of emergency, according to local officials. The Grasshopper Fire in Mount Hood National Forest has grown to 21,576 acres with 0% containment. Numerous structures and critical infrastructure are threatened. Moving to eastern Oregon, the Fox Fire, 12 miles northeast of Huntington, is at 75,375 acres with 58% containment. The Fox Fire earlier this week forced the closure of Interstate 84 for approximately 70 miles between Baker City and Ontario. That closure has since been partially lifted. The Big Grass Fire, 25 miles southwest of Jordan Valley along the Oregon-Idaho border, has grown to 303,000 acres with 21% containment. The NIFC report shows evacuations, area, road, and trail closures remain in effect for the Big Grass Fire corridor. Numerous structures and critical infrastructure are threatened. If you are in the Jordan Valley, Pleasant Valley, or South Mountain area in Owyhee County, Idaho, follow all guidance from the Owyhee County Sheriff's Office. The Roe Creek complex in the Prineville BLM district is an additional concern, 304,000 acres at 46% contained with evacuations in effect. And the Hagen Fire on the Umatilla National Forest, 26 miles east of Pendleton, is at 33,500 acres, just 3% contained. Energy infrastructure threatened. In Washington state, 11 large fires are uncontained. The Kaiser Canyon Fire is the state's largest, 129,678 acres at 29% containment. The Kaiser Canyon Fire is managed by a complex incident management team, and a second team from Alaska is currently mobilizing to join the response. This is a Tier 1 priority fire. The NIFC report describes Kaiser Canyon as having active fire behavior with uphill runs, flanking, and short-range spotting. Numerous structures are threatened. Evacuations and road closures are in effect. The Maudrite Fire in northeastern Washington, 17 miles southwest of Inchelium, has grown to 21,249 acres with 27% containment. The NIFC describes Maudrite as having extreme fire behavior with short crown runs, uphill runs, and group torching. 15 structures have been lost. Evacuations remain in effect. The Bradeen Hill fire near Colville in Stevens County, 17 miles southwest of Colville, is at 4,168 acres with 7% containment.